Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Just wanted to give you a bit of an update that we have over here regarding our next unit coming to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. It looks like we were able to find the full model of the character. So if you're wondering what the newest tier looks like, again, shown in game already, you can now see that via this leak. So today, we'll jump into it. We'll also talk about some update information that we know about part 2 and whatever will be coming out and what to expect with part 2 of this update over here. Remember, this was theoretically similar to Percival's update. This was a special seasonal update, though it's not a festival, which usually it's a festival. Back then, they did every festival last year. That wasn't a 600 banner, it became a festival. This year, they went back to finally doing a 600 banner, but this still was a festival level update, they consider it. You still got like the normal blessing event, you still got the normal other events and everything else, you still got the entire event tab. The freebies weren't like too crazy, but there were still some things there. Overall, that was the entire point of this, so part 2 should still be very good when it comes to what they release and how they do things here. In the event, for the first time, like, I think ever, potentially, they did allow you to actually see the newest character, which is Spring Tier. This was a dual update because they also teased this during the actual, like, stream when that tweet came out about the D3 teaser, or the D1 teaser. You actually could see both Hell and Tier. Tier right now is viewable in-game for yourself. He is your next character coming to the game, both confirmed via Twitter and in-game by seeing him here and via the data mines. All of that together, you know Tier is your next character. You want to take a first look at his model that's not just this? Here you go. So apparently this is the fully data mined model. Literally the game, or the character is in the game because he has to be there for the actual model to be in game. So obviously data miners are able to find his model through the files and such. And he looks pretty freaking cool. If you like Tier as a character, obviously it's not a new name Tier, like Hell was a new named Hell. So it is a standard tier. So whatever you have at the last tier, that's this. It's going to be a pretty nice character, and probably knowing how they handled Hell and how much they love Ragnarok more than they love OCs, it's probably going to be a very powerful unit. You know how good original Tier was. I'm expecting a similar aspect of that, if not better, right? It's been like a year and a half since Tier originally had dropped. So I'm very curious on what they do with this one, but for the most part, I'm thinking it's going to be a very, again, good unit. Our current tier is red, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not getting that wrong real quick. Yeah, red. That means this one will probably be, given like the current meta and such, I would see him being green, but I also think they would go down the route of making him blue, which could be really nice, really cool. If they were to go down the route of being blue, I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest, but I know that there is some like leaks going around saying that it's blue. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I also want to say shout out to Lancelot for this. The man's cocked up over here. I was able to find this data mine and give the information. So shout out to the homie Lance as always for cooking up the models and such, and also the original leak and original knowledge that Tier was floating around there. So shout out to the homie as always, but pretty cool stuff here again. We did see in game he had bandages around here, same thing you see over here in the model, but that is pretty much the same model we see in game. So very cool looking over here. We have a side view of the model as well, pretty much showing off the same fit and everything. I'm pretty sure that the way that they're calling it, so I don't know where it was titled, but he's titled as like a delinquent apparently, or something like that. There was a phrase that they used in like the JP version of one of the tweets there. I don't know if that is the 100% the case. When we saw like the teaser, right? He had better grades than Hell. That was like the whole joke or something like that. Or better grades than somebody. That was like the whole joke. So I'm very curious again on how they handle this character and what they do here. But blue tier, green tier coming soon for your spring unit part 2. That's going to be the most likely case and scenario. That leaves you in confirmation. Make this clear, it's a confirmation now, most likely, that there is no step banner after this. I think it's going to go straight into collaboration. That is now kind of known given how this update structure is going to work. The 10th is when the update launches for all of us, which means I don't think they can physically drop step up this month, so it goes straight into collaboration right after this update. That's whether you want to go for the collaboration, that is fully up to you. They did release a dev notes over here where they talked about the spring season update rather than a festival, but I want to show you what they exactly say here so you're aware. They didn't yet confirm that part 2 is like a festival part 2, but it's still confirmed on what they had said on the stream. There are still luxurious rewards coming out in part 2, but Update is a spring season special, and although it is a special update rather than a festival, we have prepared various events and abundant rewards, just like a festival update. Also, to give our Knights a fresh and new feeling, we have prepared a special event called Wild Blossoms Academy, where Knights can enjoy the feeling of a new semester. Wild Blossoms Academy can be entered through the special space in West District, and various heroes who are showing off their charm of the new semester concept costumes, along with new special heroes, are waiting for you to celebrate the season special. We have noticed that many longtime players have expressed a desire for more space to interact and communicate with fellow Knights, as current options like Visal Fight Festival and Knighthood are rather limited. Starting with the spring season special update, our development team is gradually preparing to present a space where Knights can gather and mingle with each other. Although it is in initial stages, there may be some shortcomings. We hope you will enjoy the spring-scented new semester at Wild Blossoms Academy with your Knighthood members and friends. Additionally, the highly anticipated new hero will feature a concept perfectly suited for the new semester with an appealing design and decent abilities. Decent is crazy. This hero will, with the starting grade SSR, will be available for 600 loyalty points. To celebrate the new semester, we're introducing a selection draw upon reaching the 600 points, blah, blah, blah. You can basically pick starting grade UR heroes, festival heroes, regular heroes. We hope the spring season update will bring you more opportunities to secure the desired heroes. For further details, please check the notices and update. But pretty much, this is a supposedly, rather than a festival, it's a special seasonal update, which means they're not calling it a festival, but it still operates and functions and plays like it's a festival. That's the entire point of what this update really showed us. The rest of it was pretty much April Fool's Day, pretty standard things about the deer, and then other pretty standard stuff altogether. They said we'll continue to prepare exciting news and updates to share with you in the next dev notes. We sincerely thank you for playing the game, and we do our best here. What is also confirmed, it seems like on stream, that we will be getting the rest of the seasonal skins, the ones that are like floating around over here. Apparently there are still more that have to release. I don't think we have the DN one yet, and I'm pretty sure we don't have like the go through one and stuff. So those I think are still planned, because again, you got 1 or 2 in this update. Which ones you got in this update? You got Melly. I know you got 2 in this update. I think it's King and Melly. There are still more planned. So this update does have part 2. Most likely, again, given their statement of luxurious rewards and other seasonal content, I still think that we're going to get the rest of the skins and everything. The events still last up until 410. So remember, most of this will dip. I don't know exactly. I think Crocshell will... Yeah, so Crocshell, all of this will be refreshed here, but this tab will still remain as it's a part 2 to this. You'll still have entirely new content and everything here, so expect that stuff associated. Final boss you'll probably be getting as well. We did get Draft Battle, which means up next is Chaos PvP, but that will probably start around the collaboration time, so that's there. Beyond that, we did have the LR already recently, so just expect a simple LR exchange where we have the... current LR coin distribution event, swap into the next one. That's probably going to be the case there, but for the upcoming event, expect obviously the new seasonal costumes that's there. The rest of the spring content they have planned. There are, I think, a few spring things that they left out still that have to drop, so we'll probably get that and everything associated there. But tier coming out, get ready for it. After that, collaboration. Right now, we have the events coming soon, so prepare emotionally, mentally, and whatever, and be there for when tier releases. That's pretty much it, but that's your spring update. Overall, it's still considered a festival, so expect a decent part 2. Nothing insane, but still something much better than a normal one, most likely. And patch notes this week were dead, by the way. If you didn't already know, I didn't cover them because I didn't care to. Yeah, patch notes were dead, so. Yeah, literally just 2 battle events, but hopefully, yeah, next week should be better, right? It's still considered a festival, all right? Take care, have fun. That's been it.